Thanks for joining us. It may seem like election season already as some flyers bashing certain assembly members are pouring into people's mailboxes.
And now a second flyer is being circulated in the Utica area urging residents to call Anthony Brindisi. And it's all regarding the education tax credit bill that the governor is trying once again to get passed. News Channel 2's Gary Liberatore joining us now live with more on this. Gary, good evening.
Well, good evening. The governor tried to get the education tax credit bill passed as part of this year's budget back in April, but was unsuccessful. Now he and a lobbying group out of Albany, which is sending out these flyers, are pushing to get it passed once again.
Some parents in and around Utica would like to send their kids to a private school such as Notre Dame, but can't afford it. However, some believe if the education tax credit legislation gets passed, they will.
The tax credit is really a parental choice issue. It's up to $500 for families who make less than $60,000 per student, would be applied to a school of their choice for enrollment. So it really offers the option of choice to families who are lower income.
I think it says here.
But Assemblyman Anthony Brindisi of Utica says he will vote no on the bill if it comes up for a vote. But it's not because of the $500 tax credit, it's the issue of scholarship donations.
Someone who earns up to $300,000 a year would be eligible for one of these scholarships. I don't think people making $300,000 a year need any help sending their children to private schools. You can give up to $1 million and get a 75% tax credit off your bill, off your state income tax bill. So if you donate $1 million to your favorite scholarship fund, you will have a $750,000 write-off at the end of the year. The highest write-off New York State gives right now on a $1 million tax credit is $22,000. So this is a big loss of money to the state, which is supposed to be directed towards public schools to support public education.
We incentivize a lot of things with tax credit. We incentivize Hollywood to come make movies in New York State. We incentivize yacht owners to build private yachts in New York State. So incentivizing education for low-income families is really not a bad thing to incentivize when you look at the different other things that we do with our tax credits.
A lobbying group called the Coalition for Opportunity in Education is mailing out these flyers bashing assembly members like Anthony Brindisi all across the state who are against the education tax credit. And they're urging their constituents to call their assembly members to ask them to vote for it.
Now, when people call me because they've gotten a mailer or they've gotten a robocall asking me to support it, and I start to explain to them what this bill really does, they say, really, they didn't think about it that way. They didn't know all the particulars of the bill. But once I explain it to them, they understand why I'm not supporting it. It's not that I'm against giving some kind of a tax credit for people that send their kids to private schools, but the way this bill is written right now, it's not going to benefit anyone in this area.
The Senate already passed its version of the bill. Brindisi says he will vote no on the Assembly's version if indeed it does come to a vote in the next 3 weeks. Reporting live, Gary Liberatore, News Channel 2.